That one was requested by the console for everyone's neighbor Prudence. How neighborly of him.
Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the sovereign. described. What's up next? Another song in an expertly curated playlist, picked out explicitly. The song is chosen.
Here at the end of it all, it was worth it. No hesitation, no inaction. Taking the final breath, my sacrifice for the matriarch's vision. Embracing mortality as my morality. Sure, the paradigm is planned without pause. What I wish for all it's a privilege to die for the cause. And when I soon slip away, I'm peaceful. Thoughts of my neighbors safe at home grinning. They will remember how I reported them tirelessly. My last days and from the beginning. My heart, my brain, and consistency serve the paradigm's plan without pause. It's an honor and a gift, but I wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. Finally, I fulfill my purpose in life, a glorious death. One way to go among many ways to die. Electroshock, melted, cyber goo-pelted, minced, cubed, irradiated, blunt force trauma, decapitated. List of life-giving opportunities goes on and on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy raptidon. And my heart, it beats till it's slow. I know every breath and every smile, every step in every mile contributed to something beautiful. The paradigm as a whole. It's an honor and a gift. Well, I wish for all who live.
Firing a medical.
Sanctioned wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and the sovereign embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign. Now you know all you need to know, so on we go. The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the sovereign, and as such reflects his excessively high standards. next, a small sampling of Protectorate abundance.
Fulfilling your Protectorate duty shouldn't get in the way of 3 nourishful meals a day. Seek instant sustenance with Prestige Borstloaf. Only the purest natural ingredients, congealed into an appealing loaf shape. So it's ready to eat, with or without heat. Prestige Borstloaf. It's contentment in a can.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
Perfectly fitting the paradigm's cast.
As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one.
of vigilance elite who need a new foot, elbow, hip, or knee. We are graced to serve the Protectorate. Till the day we no longer breathe. Workplace dangerous can cause real alarm. There is a place for you with one arm, with one arm. Two hands are better than one, one is better than none. Two hands are better than one, one is better than none. Two hands are better than one, one is better than none. Two hands are better than one, one hand is better than none.
Now let's admire these commendable comestibles.
Neither migraines, nor muscle aches, nor plasma weapon cauterizations will stay thee from thine appointed tasks. When duty calls, call on Matriarch's own Mercy Oxymorphone. It's the pain subjugator.
Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others.
All systems to fly, the best ever to be had. It's perfection perfected. Our paradigm is ironclad. Do your job is you. Every part is a call, and every subject is sure. How glorious bound for all.
Go!
To inform on your neighbor's gospel. If their zeal shows sufficiency, it can produce all that they need to resume sufficiency. You're the center of our truth. You're what fuels our mighty flame. We share successes and failures, even when we are to blame. It is here that we thrive. Without there, they all fail. We must trust our community. It's only then
You've returned.
that we prevail.
I take it matters are progressing well?
One perfect union.
A proper start. Here, for your effort. Return again when you have another 4 volumes, and I will trade them for more valuable oddities. Greetings. Something new to report? Return again when you...
By rules we abide, working as commanded to, side by side.
Gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
The matriarch chose England because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecological network. To govern it, the matriarch, working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those nettlesome raptidons or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption. Well, that, as they say, is that. What's next? More music to aid in your earnest rumination of momentous societal responsibilities.
Enthusiastic.
And now, the latest word on superior Protectorate products. Every cog requires routine lubrication. Stave off wear and tear with your regular allotment of Moderation Vodka. It's the perfect libation to imbibe in celebration of daily service done well. Moderation Vodka, distilled with zeal. Intriguing items engagingly described. What's up next? Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
I could feel my wary little mind start to wander. Things I shouldn't be thinking about, I wonder. That is when I knew I needed a sort of correction, so I heeded the words of my better. I could be better again with a quick mental refreshment. I have seen my friends and my family, so I knew that there was no reason to stress it. Process can remove that can cause a wrinkle. What I know now, those thinkable thoughts have to go with a quick mental refreshment. Those sentiments I felt were such a burden on me. The way is better felt by one assigned to oversee. Thinking never made anybody happy. That I believe it's a blessing. He offers such an effortless reprieve. Since that day, my thoughts have never been the danger. The infidelity are no longer strangers. The sadness that was once inside me has long since gone and tried. I knew that I could be better again with a quick mental refreshment. A quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. Special update. Everything has been found to be splendid. Everyone grateful and content. Sleep soundly, knowing you are safe at all times from the lingerers of our fair Eden. Even our most capable defenders are well defended. Consider our Arbiter training facility, east of Fairfield, near the Broken Spire. It is impervious to infiltration thanks to its unflagging automechanical guardians. Only the most incautious base individualists would dare set foot within sensor range. Let them. Dictates, those who live solely for themselves die alone. Also painfully and bullet-riddled.
And now this.
Here's a song for you to enjoy while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
No, You ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. You're kidding, right? Look, even if you did somehow prove to be dangerous or something vaguely approximating it, I still rather fancy my odds in a fight. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here? Huh. I heard there were some survivors still holed up over there. I can understand them looking for help, though how this place could provide that? I ain't claiming to know. I'm Inez Silang, Auntie's choice, former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. So long as you don't impede my work or break the stalemate we got on this island, I think we'll get along all right. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real hard and then steering clear. I'm considered a liability. My graft's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon, too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one. She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to, nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing. You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter. Law, no. The contract would just pass down the line of succession. It's a very long line. And anyway, I ain't a killer. No matter how much I fantasize about shutting him up when he goes on and on about how he's the father of capitalism reincarnated. Or lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Ugh, never quite got the hang of those. Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe. Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time. Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the raps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. Defeat duplicity, cut the weeds that grow. In thought or deed, police seditious tone. Reporting is so neighborly, suspicion rightly sown. This paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home. Such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Oh, Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. Our colony, Arcadia, our home.
Wholesome programming played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Well then, moving on.
Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
Turning in, turning in. After several days, months, and even years, nothing fills my heart with joy like turning in my peers. Everything is meant to be aligned and working well. Nobody should fall behind, lest I'm the one to tell. 'Tis neighborly to make an effort and a test, calmly speaking to authority at their behest. Glancing through the cracks and spaces round the door frame, keeping tabs and notes on people can be like a game. Celebrate the good ones, turn in those who stole. It should be a no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive who stick to their routine. It should be a no simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Person sleeping at their stations, reporting them will only help them prove their dedication. A person with questions celebrate the good ones, turn in those who stole. It should be a no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. are submissive, who stick to their routine. It should be no simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for.
Abundant entertainment delivered with acceptably reassuring vocal inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Every component is vital. Each part supports the paradigm. Each of us is required to operate at peak efficacy so the system can function precisely, without error, like clockwork. Our duty gives us purpose, but it's an immense responsibility. Luckily, it's a shared one. We all rely upon each other to discern if we're lagging, or our zeal seems lacking, or just appear off somehow. Even the slightest drop in performance in such an intricately designed system can have great ramifications down the line. So remember, to inform on your neighbor is a blessing. A quick mental tune-up is occasionally necessary for everyone, so we can all operate in tip-top shape. When they return from the Mental Refreshment Center, they will surely thank you for it. Prudence dictates, eye your neighbors carefully. Now on to other matters. Next up, music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace, with a true adherence zeal.
Wishes are worth less than nothing to someone who wants for naught. Let the caretakers and lead you daily. It is better for the beggars and those who are not. Ideas are dangerous and can break you and take you away from the role that you play. Everything is grand in paradigm collapse.
Engaging hostile light mode. Engaging combat protocols.
Longings are dangerous and can crack you and distract you from all your duties with haste. Let the caretaker's hand lead you daily. It is better for the batters, or else it's a waste. Everything is grand in paradigm collapse. It says inside the mold, so just do as you're told. Watching and guiding, system abiding, do not go sliding away. hiding, they stay providing. Do as you're told and obey. Working and fighting, faithfully fighting. Do not go blind. They stay deciding just do as you're told and obey.
Next, Protectorate Abundance.
The paradigm is the quintessential means to maintain our perfect society on Eden. Each of us must do all we can to ensure it operates flawlessly. Staying healthy is one of our greatest commitments. So try Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits, the pinnacle of Protectorate food science, brimming with advanced nutrients and high moral fiber. A delectable delight, as flavorsome as it is conscientious. How would your neighbor feel if they knew you weren't eating a balanced diet? Why, just ask everyone's neighbor, Prudence.
Prudence dictates you eat them.
Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits. Now due to continued research in an even wider array of unique and delicious flavors, like Patience Fruit, Somber Duty Melon Surprise, Arcadian Delight, Resolute Orange, and Loquat from Heaven.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Another song in an expertly curated playlist, picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's Chosen.
It's incredible the things that we have done. How the paradigm is perfect for everyone. Our progress is unmatched. No technological itch left unscratched. Perfection is perfect. Is it not? Oh, how we prevail, us above all else who fail. Success is really the only option. I cherish these thoughts of how we truly are the best. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cogs and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. It's incredible, the